say that advertising is a dangerous game. I know it killed me. My name's Frank Whiskey. I was half of the immortal advertising agency, Whiskey and Rye. This is a story of what's happening to that agency. It ain't just advertising, it's madvertising. Like I said, I was half of Whiskey and Rye. This fellow was the other half. He's 84 years old and he's trying to keep his company afloat. He's just proposed to one of the secretaries to try and keep her from suing the company. He's Hammond Rye, and he's played by Michael Perkins.
My company's going bankrupt. My file room burnt down. Somebody got joy juice on my desk. I get out of bed in the morning for this.
The fellow that he decided to bring in to save the company is a good guy, but he's in over his head. He's been accused of sexual harassment 3 times now. He's Stephen Darrins, and he's played by Curtis FRISLE.
I recently found out that I prefer DirecTV to Time Warner Cable.
Everybody's gonna learn something about themselves before this show is over. Every show needs a bad girl, and she's pretty bad, except when she's being good. And she's still pretty naughty. It's Zandra Kane, played by BETH LECKBEE.
You know, I've bent over backwards for this company. Well, I mean more like forward over a desk. But they owe me!
There's a guy that would follow her anywhere, especially if she was bent over a desk. It's Lowey Bachman, played by ELIOT HOCHBERG.
So Zandra's been like getting with a lot of different guys, but she told me that if she's ever drunk again, maybe she'll have sex with me again. So I'm still gonna follow her.
You know, it's a big wide world out there, and markets are opening up every day. And that's why Hammond Rye brought on Atashi, because he's from somewhere foreign. He's played by CLIVE HAWKINS. Manatee! Manatee. Boy, that takes me back to a party at Club 54. You know, every show needs a good girl, and she's a pretty good one. Except she's accused several people of sexual harassment, she's brought a lawsuit against the company, and now she's wrestling with a proposal from Hammond Rye. It's Mary Plummer, played by Shannon Morris.
Love hurts, love scars, it wounds and mars. Yeah, I just wrote that.
They didn't teach her to do that in Utah. You know, every office has somebody who's trying to keep on top of things, but right now this fella's just trying to keep on top of the poison that he's put in Stephen Darrins' drink, the love that he bears for Mary Plummer, the way the file room caught on fire. He's Leland and he's played by RICHEY.
The only woman I've ever loved is gonna marry my boss. I got duped into poisoning one of my other bosses, and my entire file system went up in a devastating fire. All I've got left is the disdain of my coworkers.
You may laugh, but that'll keep you warm at night. Also, there's one person who's been holding this office together since slightly after the Vietnam War, and that's Louise Tinsel, played by MARCIA Bender.
I managed to save one file in the fire. It's Zandra Kane. I would do anything to protect her. There are pictures and audio tape and videotape. I don't have a date on Friday night, so I'm gonna watch the tape.
Now sit back. You may not buy everything in this show. We're sure as hell gonna try and sell it to you. 'Cause this is Madvertising! It's Stephen Darrins' 5th day on the job. Friday. And the day starts with every other day, with a pitch session. But this time, Stephen Darrins ain't leading it. Because somebody else brought out a big fish. And they're gonna try and fry it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Felicia from fashion magazine Fierce. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to open up her marketing standards into Asian countries. So, please think our target marketing for male is teen to 30 years old, female to teens to 40 years old. Now, let's see what we can do. Please, Miss Felicia, let's sit down.
Thank you, Tosh.
Oh, yes.
That'll get you a sexual harassment suit around here.
I think I'm
I'm sorry, are you speaking to me?
I was speaking in the room.
You're still speaking.
I'm gonna stop now.
Thank you.
If I could speak, I think that you have displayed a trend that is very popular right now. Asian things. Yes?
Yeah. You know, it's true. I got a delightful massage the other day. And the woman, she, yeah.
Spit it out, old man!
I had a happy ending. I don't know.
happy ending. That is good. That is very good. Very important. Happy ending.
Happy endings. Good beginnings, happy endings. It all circular ties together. Is that a good slogan?
I want to see what this one has to say. I like what you're doing here. Tweed is in fashion.
Well, thank you.
She's not sweet.
Shut up!
Oh no, she's an asset to the company. She's a treasure beyond means. Who would
Silence!
She's a tramp.
She
She's
sues
an admin.
people. She said tweed.
Thank you. I have charted here the statistics on Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty has sold incredibly well. What we need to do is sex up Hello Kitty.
I guess you know how to sell things like yourself.
No, keep it business-like. Hello Kitty. Now, this is what?
Well, Hello Kitty is a children. Is it a cartoon?
No!
It's a little kitty.
It's an icon.
It's an icon, if anything.
Quiet. You know nothing.
It's an international icon, loved by millions of women around the world.
That's right. She's absolutely the best. Hello Kitty represents for us every single bit of female energy condensed into one little kitten.
Mary? Can I speak to you? Carry on. Come here.
What the fuck are you doing? I'm just trying. I work here for $12 an hour, Zandra. I'm just trying without my lawsuit. There's nothing for me. I'm trying to make a name. I did facts.
Mary, you're an admin, an executive assistant. You just told your boss to shut up. Now, if you want to marry him and be happy and have children and go back to Utah and be loved ever once in your life, just shut up and act like an admin. I'll help you out, Mary. I'll take over.
I bring in $26.5 billion annually. Do you people understand that?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes.
For every second I'm here, it is costing me $1.2 million.
Hello Kitty is innocent. Don't you people understand that?
Exactly.
Don't you people understand that innocence is good?
We can't make Hello Kitty sexy.
Yeah, but innocence.
Wait, hold on.
Innocence is sexy.
Hello Kitty has very variety of targeting for women only. Also think of the male. Hello Kitty we can work with. Now think Hello Kitty with maybe male appeal.
I'm confused. Are we selling her magazine or ads for her magazine?
Well, I think what we're going to do is have a very sexy Hello Kitty spread in a fashion magazine, thereby penetrating into the Asian market and making lots of sales and money. Is that it, basically?
He may be 84, but he still knew the ad game. That's exactly what they were gonna do.
I like the way you think, old man.
Oh, thank God.
You say that. You say that. I've been here 5 days, and none of the campaigns we've come up with have worked. We've gotten sued. We're losing money by the second. Guys, we can't make Hello Kitty sexy. You brought me in here to do my job. I'm trying to tell you how to fix it.
All right,
And now you listen.
Darrins, sit down. This company is going to make sexy Hello Kitty. We're gonna sell 1 million issues for this lady who's gonna pay us money and save our company. And we're gonna do it right now.
I'll take it on, sir. I can make Hello Kitty sexy.
Run!
Or Darren Stevens. Looks like it's his 5th day on the job and he just got his ass handed to him and then he put it down on the floor. While Zandra Kane took over. Now, as you know, if you were here last week, Hammond Rye proposed to Mary Plummer to try and get her to drop the lawsuit. She doesn't know what to make of it, so she goes to one of Hammond's oldest friends and associates to find out what she should do. And Louie's Tinsel's gonna tell her. Oh yeah, she is.
Someone out there? Mary. I'm busy, Mary. Is it important?
Hammond proposed to me. What?
Hammond is mine! What? Talking about? I've been working at this company for 30 years. I've loved Hammond Rye for 30 years. And in the past 2 days, he's canoodled with people that were supposed to be working on a product and he had a heart attack. And then he had a massage with a happy ending. And now you're telling me that he proposed to you? You trampy girl in the loud suit!
I am not used to being slapped. I don't even know how to react to that.
How dare you? Maybe you want to fight for Hammond.
Yeah, maybe I do.
Maybe you do.
Maybe I do.
Maybe.
Because I am not a
I
whore.
need a second to untie my tie.
Well, you take all the seconds you want, bitch. Bitch. Because I'm gonna take it to you.
Now, while a slow-motion crazy cat fight was happening in the outer office, inside a different kind of fight was happening. 2 other cats were sharpening their claws. Zandra Kane, the beautiful magazine executive, were not quite seeing eye to eye on the way things were gonna work. Even though deep down, they had a lot in common. A lot. First of all, they enjoyed clapping. We'll see what else they like.
I'm extremely excited to take over this campaign and really help your magazine.
Cut the bullshit, Zandra. I know exactly what you think of me in this campaign.
Oh, really? Why don't you tell me what you think it is I think?
I think that you think that I think. I am the top boss around here. And you don't like that.
Touche. Well, I don't have to like something to sell it. Do you want your magazine to be at the tippy top of the international market?
I do. And it will be.
Well, tippy top is my specialty.
Oh, I know. I've heard.
What is that supposed to be? I'm sure you've heard a lot about my prowess in the boardroom. What have you heard?
That you like it from the front and the back. And you don't sleep with anyone who is beneath you. You always go straight to the top.
Well, there's more control on the top. If you really want to have a good time. I'm here to help you out. And I'm going to use my brain this time.
That's not what I hired you for. You have the breasts and the ass and the hair.
Thanks.
I need you to sleep with Tashi.
Back that up a little bit. What?
You may not know this, but I met Tashi one drunken night singing karaoke overseas. And he shared a little secret with me. His father owns all of the marketing in Japan.
He's konnichiwa? His father's konnichiwa? This whole time, I just thought he was foreign guy, slant eye guy. I don't know. I didn't give him a second thought. He's konnichiwa's son.
I give you this info. I hope you use it wisely.
I don't know any other way to use info.
You know, if you were Japanese, that whole scene just would have been blah, 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 hello, blah, blah, hello, blah, 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 hello. Then she would have touched her boobs and you would have been excited. If you were Japanese. Speaking of Japanese, Atashi has brought on one of his associates from overseas who only speaks Japanese. And Stephen Darrins has gone to talk to him about the campaign and why he doesn't think that he can make Hello Kitty sexy. We'll see who he convinces, and of what.
こういうことを、会社で一応マーケティングって言うんだよ。はい。そういう。要はこれからのアメリカはお金なんだよ。こういうことは大きいことにできないのよ。できないのよ。はい。本当にはい。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
Atashi. Hi. Oh, hi. This is,
くつろぎ一郎さん。
Oh. Atashi. I'm not sure how many times we're supposed to bow. I've...
20 minutes later.
So anyway, I think we should get down to the meat of this. I've come to talk about the Hello Kitty campaign.
Oh, good.
No, not good. Atashi, you don't understand. This is a child's icon. This isn't something we can make sexy and sell. You know, I just the last thing I want is to end this day with another lawsuit. God knows I don't need that. So I would just really like it if what is you gotta that looks like a lot of money. What?
I just sold.
Hello Kitty?
Yes.
You sold the whole.
I'm playing hard to get, but not in America.
What?
I kind of put a dildo on it and then sold it to the Germans.
Wait! What? You put a dildo on Hello Kitty and you sold it to Germans?
You're absolutely right.
Atashi, I don't even think we're supposed to get paid in wrapped up money.
We're not.
Oh God, there's more.
We're screwed.
Atashi! God damn it!
Listen, if you've never been handed wrapped money by an Asian guy who's just sold a child's toy with a dildo in it to Germans, who are you to judge if that's an appropriate response? Speaking of appropriate responses, right now, Lowey Bachman and Leland Clump are having a little meeting by the water cooler because Lowey Bachman had Leland poison Stephen Darrins, and it didn't turn out the way he'd hoped. Not at all.
Lowey, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I think I agree with Mr. Darrins about the whole Hello Kitty thing.
I didn't call you over here to talk about Hello Kitty. And besides, Atashi and I, we agreed it should be called Hello Pussy. That's really sexy.
No, you and I have agreed on some things, like the fact that Mr. Darrins shouldn't be poisoned in the first place.
Yeah.
But I have to draw the line here. I mean, this company has tried to market chocolate lager. We've tried to market bubble gum that tells you if you're pregnant. We've tried to market alcohol-free tequila. And all the children, and it's all been disastrous. We have no money left, and I have to put my foot down.
What do you expect me to do with that, Leland? Look, this time we're not taking something from adults and marketing it to kids. This time we're taking something from kids and marketing it to adults. There should be no problem. There's no moral issue here. You are getting back to being a pussy, aren't you?
I've had some rough days. I almost single-handedly battled our fire yesterday.
Yeah, I wondered about that. You must have gotten a lot of smoke inhalation.
I did. It was all inside my lungs. But I don't use them much anyway, so.
Yeah, you talked all up in here.
Please don't.
All right up in, yeah,
close.
right there, right there, right there, right there,
Please
right there.
don't stand so close to me.
Oh, what are you now, Sting?
No, you make me nervous.
I thought after you punched out Darrins, you got a little bit of balls and some spine. I guess I was wrong.
Well, I hit him and then you made me poison him and now I feel so
Oh,
guilty.
I made you poison him. I suggested to you that poisoning was a good idea. You took the bottle of Perrier, you brought it in, and then you offered it to him. And by the way, who told you to tell him that it was a present from me?
You did.
Did I say that?
You said tell him that this is from me.
Oh, I apologize. I was about to beat the crap out of you for something that I said.
Oh, please don't.
What the hell?
Oh,
That hurt. My fist.
stop it.
Why should I stop it? You know what's going to happen now? That Darrins, he came up and he talked to me and he asked me about it.
It's not my fault. He asked me. He
And
said-
so you told him? Why didn't you just tell him that you put the poison in there? You could have told him that. Where were your balls then? Huh?
Mr. Bachman, I believe that Stephen Darrins is probably the best last hope for this company, and I have to put my priorities first.
Your priority should be the fact that even if I did get accused of this, you are an accessory. So you better be a little bit more careful.
I will be careful.
And now I think Atashi is right about this, so I think you should agree with him.
Okay, I think Atashi is probably right.
There you go. There you go. That's a good boy, Leland. That's a good boy.
We're gonna follow up a good boy with some bad girls. Because the fight between Louis Tinsel and Mary Plummer is still going on right outside of Hammond office. Eventually, he's drawn out by the sounds of slaps and hair pulling. And
Oh my God, ladies! I still stop! What the hell is going on in here?
She took that! She was
In English! Please! What?
And I just decided I loved you 5 seconds ago, but I love you still!
I'm in quite a pickle now. I don't know what to do. What? You had 30 years. Why didn't you tell me you loved me?
I told you. With every file I filed, neatly, in alphabetical order. I told you the way I took dictation. I told you the way I straightened your desk. I told you the way I brought your coffee with 2 creams and no sugar.
Just the way I like it.
I told you the way I bought flowers for your dead wife and put them upon her grave and said a prayer that you would forget the dead bitch and notice me!
Excuse me, you just called my dead wife a what?
You heard me. She's dead!
You remember that Zandra Kane had been sent on a mission. And that mission was to sleep with Atashi Wa. Well, Atashi's still talking to his foreign companion. And Zandra Kane wanders in.
こういうこともあるということで。
No quería acá.
はい、そうです。アメリカではサンキューベリーマッチと言います。サンキューベリーマッチ。サンキューベリーマッチ。ミスザンドラ・ケーン。
Hello.
Thank you very much.
I didn't mean to interrupt important business.
No, it is good.
I just needed to speak with you.
失礼します。Miss Zandra Kane, this way, please.
Thank you very much.
So, Tashiwa,
Yes, Miss Zandra Kane.
I just wanted to compliment you on how wonderful your pitch was this morning.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes, how precise and clear the pitch was, and how we all came to an agreement so quickly. It was all because of you, Atashi.
Presently coming from your words is like a bonsai coming out of crack hole.
Oh yes, bonsai crack whore. That's what I was thinking too.
Of course.
Atashi,
Yes, Miss Kane.
do you happen to like karaoke?
I love karaoke.
Well, I was thinking tonight of dressing up like maybe a little girl or a doll.
You know how to make me smile, Miss Kane.
Oh, Atashi, you make me want to say,
You know, if you were Japanese and you were seeing that scene, you would have heard blah, 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 and then just taken your pants off. Meanwhile, poor Mary Plummer, beaten, disheartened, is wandering through the hallway when she runs into the magazine producer, who has a few words of advice for a forlorn, lovelorn girl.
Good Lord, child.
Excuse me.
Is that what they do here when you take too long of a lunch break?
No, there was kind of an altercation that occurred between me and Louise Tinsel. But it's okay, I can pull it together, I can. Do you need me to take some
either, actually. I'm not usually nice. Okay, stop crying. Just sit down for a second. Now, why were you in a fight with the older lady?
Because the older man, Mr. I, he proposed to me, and he had his shirt off when he did it, and I found it really disgusting, but I just said yes because I think that I'm never going to have another chance to have a man ever love me. Ever. I've tried.
Shut up!
I might be getting hurt.
Your problem is you let your heart get in the way. Trust me, I've slept with a lot of disgusting men.
But you don't love them?
Love them.
Ha! You sleep with men without loving them?
How do you think I'm worth 200 and some billion dollars?
You mean,
Honey, everyone who says they made it with their brains, they made it with their hard work, just means they know how to get on their knees and suck it hard. Okay? So the next time you are approached by Hammond, Rye, or anyone as disgusting as him, just close your eyes and picture George Clooney. Or Luke Skywalker.
oh, yes. Just one question. What do I suck?
Meanwhile, on the floor of Hammond Rye's office, Louise Tinsel has just spilled her guts all over his thick shag pile when Stephen Darrins comes in and finds them together.
How could you not have known? All these years, I've shown you that I loved you.
Because I was blind. Blind by the memory of my dead wife and 90% cataracts in each eye.
Now we're both old. I'm not a beauty anymore, and you're 87.
Shush! I am 87, but you're quite beautiful, even with the shiner. You know, maybe you're right. Maybe my ex-wife was a bitch. My ex, meaning she's dead now. We never really got divorced. And maybe she was a bitch after all.
No,
No, it's true. It's true. No, 5 or 6 times I caught it with my partner Whiskey with his pippic in her mouth. It's true. You know this ring I wear on my pinky? It was the wedding ring I gave her. I took it off her dead body before I had her cremated. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time I give it to someone who it really matters for. Louise. Louise.
What's the out button?
Putting it on!
What is the out button?
This was on a dead woman!
Holy crap. Another heart attack. This is not Hammond Rye's week. Of course, it isn't the largest number of heart attacks he's ever had in one week. That was 7 back in 2004. I digress. Just at that moment, poor Mary Plummer, her head filled with ideas about having to sleep her way to the top, runs across Lowey Bachman, who's somewhere near the middle.
Oh, hey there, Mary.
Why, hello.
Hey, what happened to you? You got some red on your face there.
That is the red of my sexualness.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, what you doing there with the jacket taken off and so forth?
I am preparing to suck it hard.
Wow. You know, when you turned me down the first time I asked you out, I thought you was a lesbian, but now maybe I'm wrong. Oh goodness. Right here in the break room.
I am going to suck it hard.
Do you know even what that means?
It has been explained to me in detail.
So you want to do that right here?
I don't care who sees. This is something I must do for my career.
All right, sure, for your career, whatever.
It was just at that moment that Atashi and Zandra Kane wandered by and saw what was going on.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes! Oh yes! Oh yes!
What?
Oh.
Oh no! Oh,
Mary?
oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I couldn't figure out how to get the zipper open.
Meanwhile, Stephen Darrins is panicked. He couldn't figure out how to get an outside line. And Leland Clump is the office's health officer and knows where the first aid kit is kept. He runs to him in a panic.
Damn it! Get me out of the bit. Hello? Leland! Leland, where is the first aid kit?
I just used the last piece of gauze. Why? What do you need it for?
Hammond is having another heart attack. We need the defibrillator kit.
Oh, son of a buck. We don't have a defibrillator in the
We
office.
have to! He's gonna die! He's gonna die!
All I have is gauze.
Give me the goddamn gauze! I may not be able to sell a goddamn campaign, but there's one thing I can do to save Hammond. With this gauze!
Later, in Zandra Kane's office, poor Mary Plummer tries to explain to Zandra and Atashi and Atashi's weird friend what exactly happened and why she did it. Eventually, the magazine editor comes in and applauds slowly in that sort of sarcastic, mocking way. I wonder why. We'll find out.
Disgusting.
とても美しかったです。あー、時が。
Disgusting.
とても美しかったです。
That's very bad in Japanese, Mary.
とても美しかったです。No, thank you very much.
Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
I just want to be loved.
Oh, isn't this lovely?
Hello,
Yes,
Felicia.
Hello.
Welcome to the party.
I believe I'm the guest of honor, yes?
I hope so. Certain things have been done that you asked. Now payment should be rendered.
Well, I believe the only payment here is for me. You see, Tosh and I go way back.
Hi.
I got a little phone call from him saying, I'm lonely. And you know, I don't give out favors without getting one in return. So I will still take my magazine internationally. He got a little piece of ass from you. And he disgraced this one, the one who's been stealing all of his campaigns. Get your hand away from me.
Sorry, it's a loose desk.
You are not a nice woman.
You show her, Mary. You show the hell out of her.
No, I'm not. I get everything I want. Everything.
Meanwhile, back in Hammond Rye's office, poor Louise Tinsel has been performing CPR on Hammond for a good 9-10 minutes. Darren Stevens runs back in, but he doesn't know what to do. Then the ghost of his dead father, who was a doctor, speaks to him and attempts to help. 1 body is brought back from the brink of death. Another body, a very well-dressed, fashionable body, lies on the floor in Zandra Kane's office, dead.
Sandra!
a damn good thing we're coming up on the weekend at Hammond Advertising Agency, because they're gonna need some time to figure stuff out. What will happen? Come back next week to find out. It's not just advertising, it's Madvertising! Ladies and gentlemen, the special guests, Aaron Niemeyer and Mike Foon.